Central Standard Time, 2:40 p.m. when I had 150,418 miles total on my odometer and 117.3 miles on one particular trip mark. At 2:46 p.m. Central Standard Time, at 118.6 miles onto the trip mark, I drove by this car accident that was being lifted out of a ditch while driving around in my chariot that was involved in the accident the previous night. Right before I parked to pay my respects to Officer Rittner, license plates 273 ZVX, as in Officer Irvine having been involved in an accident with squad number 273, was right in front of me before I made the turn at the 150,420 mile mark and the Back to the Future stopwatch 119. That is, the state with sin was founded on 420 of 1836. It was under Luke 4:20, whereby Jesus rolls up the scroll and passes the lieutenant puff puff pass. And in the movie scene, it's 119 that Doc holds on the stopwatch, just as it was in my police report number from 2012, 12-119-0133. So too did I park at 119 in the mile mark to pay my respects to the 64th in the watch. Right in front of this car, they had license plates November the 4th. TFB, November the 4th being the rediscovery date of Tutankhamun. With squad number 28, the age that I was misjudged back from 2012, on scene helping out with the car accident that's down the street from the Trinity Lutheran Church and the medical examiner's office. Here you can see pictures from my chariot accident from the night before. Officer Michaelski's in the back. The Supervisor Squad leading the procession for Officer Rittner was Supervisor Squad number 208, as in the 208-foot width to those Twin Towers. Just it's been 208 years now that Mexico has existed. It's been 96 years since the rediscovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun. I was right between, I was on the other side of the front door to the Trinity Lutheran Church that burnt down when squad number 96 passed right between me and the church. And then I arrived 10 minutes into the video, right at the same time that Officer Rittner's hearse was driving into the back entrance. At the moment I was about to leave, November the 4th, TFB got back into her car and along the way back towards my apartment, at the end of mile marker 119 from the movie Back to the Future stopwatch on the odometer, bus number 5 Stones of David and 420, the date that Wisconsin was founded, passed by just as my odometer went into the 150,000 and then 421 mile mark. At the end of the video, at 3:22 p.m. Central Standard Time, when I ended the video, bus number 5 Stones of David and Supervisor Squad number 208. There's 208 feet width to the Twin Towers, and the 208 years in between since Mexico has existed passed right in front of me down Van Buren on Juneau Avenue. June being the month before my birth of July, and then AU, the periodic symbol of gold, by which 110 kilograms of pure solid gold casket couldn't raise my mummified body in the heaven or some other dimension well past 3 days' time, 3,341 years ago, while mummified in not one the Father, not two the Son, but through the Holy Spirit caskets. Proof that Christ is assured in interconnecting consciousness, for I did not assign that police report number in 2012 that has the Back to the Future marks 121190133. And the night before the 64th in the watch, it was squad number 220 that I was behind. It was squad number 133 from the movie Back to the Future mark that took the report. I haven't been behind bus number 4 Horseman 911 at the 62nd mile mark, as in KV62, as an Officer Irvine being the 62nd in the watch. And just as I left the parking lot from my chariot accident with squad number 133 taking the report, I had hit the 63rd mile mark. It was mile marker number 64 on that trip that I wound up crossing the trolley tracks as in the movie Back to the Future. And the following day, Officer Rittner became the 64th in the watch, and I arrived to pay my respects right at mile marker 119 with 420 miles past the 150,000 mile mark, just as this state with sin was founded on 420, and it was across the corner of the Trinity Lutheran Church at the same exact time that squad number 208 passed by, and it was right in front of the front doors of the Trinity Lutheran Church, right when squad number 96, years in between the rediscovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun and today, had passed by and arrived right to the back entrance of the medical examiner's office at the same time as the hearse arrived. It was absolute proof that Christ is assured in interconnecting consciousness, that we do in fact reincarnate, and that Officers Irvine, Michaelski, and Rittner will all reincarnate, with heaven being here on earth, free from the fallen angels that they laid their lives for to protect us from.